just walking up, it's already, just looking at it before I step in the property, I see $50,000 worth of work. First thing, you can see the roof, you see the shingles are off on the roof, you see it up there. So that lets me know we're gonna probably need a new roof. Potentially we can do a second layer, but let's just say we need a new roof because this is a nice area, so we can put a new roof on there. The chimney, if you see the brick is kind of bulging out, and then the chimney cap area, the cement is broken up as well. So that's two things right there. These old windows, we may be able to keep, but let's say if we don't keep it, like we're gonna need replacement of windows. This right here, we're gonna do something too, as well. And then I can tell by the exterior that it's gonna probably need some kind of painting or readjusting. See the orange stuff right there on the wood. I mean, we haven't walked into the mailbox. I mean, I literally have not taken one step and I see $50,000 worth of work potentially. And that's just experience and repetition of doing these properties and kind of just being kind of experienced. So let's take a look inside now. Typically you don't have to do much in the garage, but this is a very, it's bent up, it's old, it's rusted out. So, I mean, these are actually quite expensive garage doors. You see the cracks in the floors, it's a potential trip hazard. As you can see, especially right here could be a potential trip hazard. So we have to take a look at that. We start looking down below in here. Once again, may or may not, but like I said, we may be able to, this looks okay. Window, doors definitely gotta get changed. Holes in here, so it has electrical. I mean, this is, you probably gotta put this don't look like it's right at all. I mean, it needs work. And these are one of those things that can, you think you ain't gonna put in $1,000. Oh, but you look at it, you can easily get the $6,000-7,000 just off stuff you didn't even account for. You start adding in, I mean, especially when you talk about this. This is very expensive. And that's just off a garage. So one thing we talk about a lot with our community is, because we experienced it with an inspection that did not go well, we had to get it replaced, is this right here, the riser. So see, this is really bad. Like, this is obviously really, really bad. This goes into the meter right here. Even down don't look great, because it doesn't look great either. But this is a 1 out of 10 bad, and we have to get this all replaced if we were to buy this property. This is easily, I mean, what are you thinking? How much you think for something like this?
At least $1,200.
At least $1,200.
But then with if you got to go permits and they're making you do a disconnect now, you're talking closer to $1,800, $2,000.
So let's say $2,000 just for this. And this is something that's missed. You talking about $2,000 don't sound like a lot, but we just talked about the exterior, we talked about the garage. If you miss this, you miss a couple of things, that's 4, 5, 6, 10,000. Next thing you know, you either over budget or inspection goes wrong, you have to come back and replace it. So just experience, and that's why you need people to kind of help you through this. Not to mention, I mean, obvious stuff. I mean, you see the FHA would never pass this. This is chip paint, all that up there. I mean, you look at the windows going up. Windows need work, but the chip paint going up there as well. I mean, yeah, this honestly, we may have to truthfully look at painting the entire house, and every part that is not brick. I mean, so we have to legitimately consider it, because all this gets scraped and painted again. I mean, look at this.
And then not only just paint it, you might have to
repair some wood.
I was about to say, not even might.
Yeah,
you're going to have to replace some of this wood because it's rotted.
It's rotted. So we're rotted wood. So I mean, even,
and that's not even including the windows.
That's not including the windows. I mean, even if you look at this right here where it's rusted and stuff, yeah. I mean, all those little things add up, because that's got to get probably scraped down and then painted black. Same thing with because you want to keep some of this like nice stuff, right? Mm-hmm. So some of the stuff you may be able to keep, but you still got to get it, restored.
Yeah. Porch looks bad.
Porch looks terrible. Snow's here, so it's hard to kind of see, but porch looks bad, doors look bad. This is just the interior of the home. Exterior. I mean, honestly, if you want to get technical, even this kind of scares me. I mean, this could be easily, you get a brick guy here, but once again, you start looking at stuff like this.
Yeah.
You got to look at the side of the house. Is it water damage? You got to start.
Well, and this is all from water damage.
Correct.
Likely those gutters.
Probably, I was about to say the gutters. I don't know what this line is going through for.
Because there it is. There's your issue right there.
Where's that?
It's the gutter isn't connected.
Oh yeah, gutter connect. Oh, there it is. Yep. So it needs gutter work. That's actually crazy. How it's no gutter, like it should be connecting
yeah.
and it coming down this spout.
Yeah.
And the spout shouldn't be going to the brick. It should be pumping out this way. See, small things like this. You connect the gutters correctly. You have to go down the spout. The spout is going literally inside of the house. That's terrible. It's the worst. You could just turn it this way and have it. It's just. I'm getting this. I'm already getting anxiety just even looking at this. But it's okay. That's what we're here for. Let's see what we got. So we can obviously talk through because this, like these are older homes, and I'm sure this was probably useful for something at that time. But this is such a small room. I don't know what the purpose of this room is for 2026.
Yeah.
Because it's so small. I got this bookshelf in here, which is cool, right? You know, maybe a playroom. You can maybe design it as maybe.
This is a difficult one, like you say. We were just talking about keeping, like in this particular neighborhood, a lot of times you want to keep the character.
Correct.
But you keep the character when it's good character.
Exactly.
And right now, it's just not layout and function, which layout is not always the best in these houses for 2026, but a lot of times you can make it, you don't have to compromise the character and you can still achieve that functionality and layout that 2026 buyers want.
Exactly.
This particular property is making it difficult.
Very difficult.
Yeah.
Very much so. And even if you go into this room, this isn't that big of a room.
No. So I assume this would be like a family room or maybe a dining room.
I mean,
is this off the kitchen and or the addition to the kitchen?
I mean, you could make this a dining room.
I mean, we were just having this conversation about not opening stuff up, not opening walls up everywhere, but this is one that I probably would just say just open it completely up.
Yeah, you're right at this point.
Open that wall, this wall, and that way you just have all this shit open.
Oh, you talking about this wall?
Yeah, 'cause I just don't, I mean, like you said, what is the need for it? That way you can, it seems like you would be able to extend this kitchen, maybe. Yeah, you could. I mean, I don't know if you would go with that little nook area, but you could definitely start here and go all the way around.
Correct.
And go further into that room, maybe do a large island.
Yeah, that would be here somewhere.
Yeah, island like
and then this has to be
you can use that as a dining room. That's just an additional area, or maybe don't open this area. I don't know. This is
a weird layout. Yeah.
Because my thought process is if you keep it like this, if it had the nice character, it would make sense.
Yeah, but it doesn't. The best thing they got is the worst arch I've ever seen in my life.
Arch.
There's very little character in here.
And then like, it's little character, but then it's also very small.
Yes.
Like if if the kitchen was a better layout, I got a house phone.
Call from airport at night.
Would call RD.
Yeah.
Call from
Talking about when's the last time you had a
night.
house phone in the crib? That's gangster. I haven't seen
Call
one of those.
from airport at night.
But yeah, like if this kitchen was better, then it's like, all right, well maybe we can leave it and we don't have to open it, or maybe we do open up. But like I don't think any question you gotta open up. You gotta figure out a layout.
You have
to figure out a different layout for this, because this is nice.
I like
This room is nice.
Yeah, this room.
Whether this is a family room or a living room.
I love that little inside of here. I don't know if this, but inside, I like that kind of design. I don't know what it is, but it's different. That's the same character. Everything else will have to go, obviously, but
yeah.
This is a decent size. This is actually a good size for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Living room.
And the floors are good. Like you can easily sand those. I mean, it's definitely got this minor repairs and for the gaps, but
for the most part,
this is decent.
I've seen us repair way worse.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. This actually probably outside the third floor than the third parts.
Yeah.
For just purpose, let's go down the basement because actually yes. Got a little light down there. Wow, man, it's just, I mean, go ahead. I mean, it's just the height isn't great. So this is the
Laundry.
laundry room. I like that it's a dedicated room.
Yeah.
Small, but it's a dedicated room, so you could make this look nice theoretically. So the laundry, I guess, it'd be a laundry on this side. That's this. Yeah.
Probably, yeah. Mm-hmm.
It is
Those
dangerous.
are for the radiators.
Yeah, exactly. Right. This is. This was. I mean, this is. Yeah.
I honestly don't like that, but that is great. That is boiler heat.
So you don't like.
I don't like that,
Me neither.
but
No.
converting it is just.
It's crazy. You've done it before, have you?
I've done it 2 times more than I've done it 2 times, and I've done it 2 times more than I should have done it.
So what's this thing? Why is this? So this is one thing that angers me.
boiler room.
I see like all this space for a boiler room is insane to me. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a lot of space just for a boiler room.
At least the boiler
That looks
doesn't
great.
look too crazy.
No, I don't look bad at all. Actually. There's just so much space taken up by it.
Yeah, I mean, oh well, that's how they built it.
Oh yeah. When you got brick there, somebody thought about that. Here's the main area for the
Oh, it's a small basement. I mean, it's not a small basement, but like to
Yeah,
your
you take
point,
all that
yeah, you're
room.
taking all that room and
all
the
these walls.
yeah for the laundry and the boiler and water heater. Yeah, somebody's probably definitely flipping this or trying to. They painted the ceilings black. This floor is reminiscent of 2015, 16, 17, 18.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
The sparkles.
So, and what's this? This like a little closet thing? Yeah.
Damn. Yeah.
Well, this is. I ain't gonna put that on camera. Anyway, I may. I need one of those, but I'm a decent human being, so. Hold on. So. One thing that we talk about in this area, because this is in Detroit, this is, top 5 neighborhood, not even debatable. Most probably say top 3. Who you ask, maybe number 1 for the average.
Outside of downtown, yeah.
Outside of downtown.
Just regular residential
Yeah,
neighborhoods.
regular neighborhood. So, like you said, if you can't, it's not a lot of character here, so you can't keep the character because there's not much character, which is very uncommon in this area. So, what you have to do is, if we were to even consider buying this, is you have to make this house what we call almost like a LA, California type for those that are viewing this. Like it has to be pristine, it has to be very nice, probably be a little bit more modernized to be truthful. Because you don't have the character, so it probably has to be more of a modern build in some regards. It has to be very, very, very nice. I just don't see us keeping anything to bring out that Detroit character because there's not a lot in here. So it has to be a high-end flip, which means that comes with high-end prices. And so the strategy changes dramatically when you can't keep things for the Detroit appeal. I don't know. Let's do a quick look upstairs and then we'll get out of here. I do think it gets better when you get upstairs just because I feel like the floor plan is nicer. It's bigger, you got this is the primary. This room is probably bigger than one of those rooms we was looking at the main floor.
Absolutely.
This is the primary bedroom.
Almost the size of the living room.
Almost the size of the living room. So this is a very big primary looking up to the front of your house. Very, very, this is a very nice sized room. Decent sized closet. Yeah, I mean, it's just a good room for a primary. Somebody would like this. You're near the bathroom. There's where we can kind of make this go into the bathroom. The master suite would be ideal, but still, you run up to the bathroom. This is somebody tried to flip it. As you can tell by the tile and everything in here, new vanity and such, even lights and all that. You can tell they tried to flip this property. Yeah, once again, this is actually a nice size bathroom. This is a shower, stand-up shower right here, and a tub. So if you look at the size of the bathroom, this pantry right here, it's a good area, right? If there's a way you can put those together, it would be really good. You got another nice size bedroom. I mean, this is a decent sized bedroom. Solid. I'm gonna spend my time here, but so you got two good sized bedrooms. This one is the smallest bedroom. This thing is, I could probably look at one of these boys. I mean, this is a tiny bedroom, but once again, though, in today's 2026, this could easily be an office space. Like if I was, actually, I don't mind this kind of size for workstation office. I don't need a big room for that. I kind of like the kind of, more tight knit spot. So this could be a great office. So this could be kept. It's a really away from the bedroom too. I like it. And you have another decent sized bedroom. That goes to the backyard, which is like a little balcony. So not a great size, but a decent sized bedroom. What makes these homes in Detroit so special is you go up to, especially in this area, there's a lot of third floors. So we go up another flight of stairs to a whole nother bedroom. This one you can see some of the Detroit character. One of my favorite things about these homes, on the third floor in these areas, you get these cedar closets. It's kind of hard to see, but let's see if we get some. It's these cedar closets that you can get. They're very, very nice. I love them. So this is on the third floor. This is great. Like this is what you want to keep. We want to touch any of this. We will literally just clean it out. This is a nice sized bedroom for the third floor. I mean, this is huge. Once again, you can make this an office. It'll probably be a bedroom for somebody, and then you walk right into a bathroom. How awesome is that? So, bathroom's tight, as you can tell. Maybe in Detroit, everybody was sub 5'9" or something like that. Because I kind of gotta, oh Lord, yeah, you gotta duck in and get in here and take a shower. But maybe the buyer is 5'6". Ain't nothing wrong with that, Ain't nothing wrong with that. But toilet, it's a good bathroom though. This is very nice, original. This is Detroit character that you talk about. Wood everywhere. This is beautiful. So this will be kept, and this will be a plus when it comes to this flip. So let's go over the numbers. $250,000 is the list price for this house. We know that this house can sell between $450,000 to $550,000. In between there, we'll narrow down our numbers as we kind of look things over more. We have seen houses in this neighborhood. It's a great neighborhood. If you kind of look around, just really, really nice area, really nice neighborhood. We've seen houses reach $600,000, $625,000, even $650,000. Now, we will not be using that as our comparables. We will not use that when we run our numbers because this has less square footage. It doesn't have as many bedrooms, bathrooms, etc. But we know that's the high-end price point. So we know $450,000, $550,000 is fairly reasonable. One thing we also like about the numbers, we know that if we do the rehab, it will sell. I think the biggest, when me and Eric discuss this, is will be over rehab or not. I think selling in this area, I don't think it's gonna be a problem. Homes sell fast here, people want to live here. This is a great area. So selling it, I don't think will be the problem. I think the problem is staying within budget because of the type of house it is, the type of materials we have to use to make it nice. So if you imagine 250, let's just say right now, I think it's gonna be higher, but let's just say 125,000, that puts us at 375. Even if we sold at 450, that would be theoretically decent, 75,000 gross, which is, we like to be 75,000 gross. Those are sketch numbers. Those aren't probably even remotely how we would run those numbers. But just the reason why we even came over here is because of that. It's because we saw 250. We know that we can probably put 125 into it. We'll be all in for 375-ish. So we know that we can sell 450 to 500. Then we know we got $75,000 to $100,000 gross profit. Just now that we actually went through the property, those numbers are going to change dramatically, especially when you're talking about rehab and everything in between. Costs, closing costs, lender costs, interest rates, holding costs going to be higher for this kind of property. The numbers are going to come out different, but remember, you have to have at least an idea to even come see a property. We don't just go see every property. So we have a general idea. When we get back to the lab, we'll kind of go through the numbers and more carefully and actually decide this is something we want to buy. So anyway, stay tuned. If you see a video on YouTube with us doing this one, you know we bought it.